how the typical suburbia looks like in United States of America. Here I am. You see this thing here? This is called suburbia. You know, a lot of people from around the world don't know what that means. And I'm one of them. So, I want to reflect as a first-time visitor of the so-called suburbia in United States of America. I guess there are other suburbias here and there in the world, but this one is something. You know, I cannot describe it. It is overwhelming feeling of emptiness and loneliness in suburbia. Now, how does suburbia look like? Well, it is typical square, normal, all these words that has like negative, you know, when people say, oh, square guy or square person, you know, they must be coming from suburbia. Why? Because suburbia is designed like this, you know, to make you square, to make you regular, to make you standard. All the houses are pretty much the same. They look slightly different, but now I selected like a little patch of suburbia that has 3 different houses. Like this one has a brick facade, this one is like the standard US house, and this one is also the standard US house, and they also have these big huge garages for 3 cars, some of them, but basically they are the same houses. They are 1 or 2 story houses in some of the suburbias. Like last week I was in another suburbia with flat houses, like 1 story houses. This suburbia here is with 2 story houses. So now what is this feeling here? The feeling of emptiness, quietness, nothingness. There's nothing here. There's no life, you know, basically. Let's put it this way. There's no life. Maybe there's life happening inside the house. But what I have encountered, it is life, it's through the TV. You know, that's what people do. Now, suburbians, the so-called suburbians, so-called citizens of modern suburbia, they are not here home. They are not home. They are somewhere out doing some very important stuff. They are contributing to the society. They are giving their labor, and they get money for it. You know, it's called the money exchange. They contribute to the society, and their houses now are empty. Inside the houses, there are usually a few dogs left. 1, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, you know, and that's it pretty much. Now, suburbia is very well designed. As you can see, it is. Now, this particular town, Perrysburg, we are in Perrysburg, Ohio. It is very typical suburbia because it is built on a flat land. I call this type of cities Flatlandia. Flatlandia, we are in Flatlandia now. Everything is flat, so here the architects of the city, they managed to have like a very huge surface, thousands of acres flat land, so they can design. And because they don't want to think too much, you know, they design it, this patch of land, let's say a couple of acres this way, and then they just multiply it to the next, and the whole neighborhood of suburbia becomes one and the same. You can walk miles and miles and miles and miles and square miles, and it will be always the same. This typical house, that typical house, that typical house, that typical house, that typical house, and that typical house. You know, even the colors are the same. You know, they're in this grayish. There's no like some spectacle, somebody, you know, because you have to be suburban. Let's say if you paint your house purple, that's not good. If you paint your house red or blue or some Krylon color, yeah, the suburban sell, yeah, that's the crazy person. So you have to, if you live here, you have to kind of blend in the suburbia lifestyle. Now, suburbia, who attracts the suburbia? Families, you know, people that want to do quiet life, you know. They live quiet life. I would add something like quiet life of desperation, you know, like They think they made it in America, the American dream, you know. They have sold us the American dream. This is the American dream, you see? House with 2 garages and 2 cars and a nice thing. But now, this was the dream. And everybody that get these houses, they think they have the dream. But me as a observer here, you know, I can tell you that I would not come here. I would not trade any second of my life to come to have a suburban lifestyle. That's not me. Yeah, maybe that is you, but me, no, no, no. Now, there are reasons for that. Why would I not do that? Now, first of all, let's focus on the sky. You see, the sky in suburbia, it looks like a flat sky too. So such a beautiful clouds today. But in Flatlandia, around these houses, the sky. Now, imagine you have like a mountain here, or a river, or terrain, or some castle, some old piece of history. But nothing like this is in suburbia. Now, in suburbia, there's no history, yeah, you see. When you go to Europe, when you go to China, when you go to some other towns, even when you go to New York City, like these big American cities, you know, you see the history. You just feel it. It's a feeling. Here in suburbia, the best you can do, it's a squirrel, you know, like the nature. Nature is in suburbia. The squirrel, it's like, you know, squirrels, they love me. Belka, this one is very funny. She needs food, I guess. But let's get back to the suburban lifestyle. Well, it's a 6-minute video reflection on suburbia. Anyway, we are here. Oh, look at that. That is a young sportsman running, you know. Now, suburban people have very well decorated house. Everybody is, you know, because it's usually the asphalt, the little bit driveway to the asphalt. The mailboxes are always the same. They are standard, either this design, that design, or that other design. The designs are provided, of course, by Home Depot or some other big gigantic corporation that does not give you too much options. You know, some people do them. And here in suburbia, there's always work of this sort. You know, somebody is fixing the road, somebody is doing something, planting trees. The streets are very well done. You know, they have. No, this one in particular is not. You know, because it's you know, it's not. It has been, because nobody drives here. There's like 10 houses, as you can see. But the houses themselves are very well decorated. They have cute decor, cute flowers. Now let's zoom on this house here. You see, very nice flowers, this, that, and some standard very cute notes. Beware of dogs, soliciting, no soliciting, stay away. Some clever slogans from Etsy that was designed from some creative artists, and they became popular somehow in the global consciousness of suburbia. Now, would you like to come to live in suburbia? I don't know. I would never come. This is my opinion, okay? Don't take my opinion, maybe for you. Now, this is, of course, depends on your age, depends on your lifestyle, depends even on your character. But my character is not gonna stick with suburbia too well. Well, I need my ego now talking. I need a little bit more diversity. I need a little bit more landscapes. I need a little bit more ups and downs, a little bit drama, a little bit murder, and nothing like this happens in suburbia. There's no drama here. It's like, as the feelings, I believe, are flat. The feelings of these people they are flat as the landscape. I believe the environment somehow affects you. I believe that people in suburbia are very, very quiet people. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to put too much effort. They just do their jobs. They go there 9 to 5. These are what we call 9 to 5 slavery that I have reflected on my video for a long time. And, you know, as long as you take care of my this area of the streets, as long as, you know, that's how I believe. I'm not quite sure. As long this is how a typical suburban would think about life. All right, bro. As long as you maintain my streets for you to come, you see this, you have to bring the trucks. That's what I'm saying. As long as you maintain my streets and you have some trees here and everything is nice, you know, I will do my job. I'll go to my morning routine, doing my job 9 to 5. I come back home, chill, relax in that little gazebo. Yeah, you see, that's a cool gazebo. This is how suburban people live. They live their life good way. 9 to 5 standard, come home, take care of the kids, walk the dog, do some exercising, some of them, you know. And at one point they say, you know what, when the kids are born in suburbia, the kids are saying, well, this is too boring here. Let me go to the big city. Let me go to Miami, Florida, or New York City, or somewhere else. You know, they run away to the big cities, and you know, from their suburban mind, once they get to the New York City or some big places, like they go like, wow, I would never expect to have buildings that tall or rivers that deep or whatever they see. They are highly impressed because you see the flat land is everywhere. Now this, of course, I come from the communistic society before, you know, so this a little bit reminds me of the communism, but the communism was nothing like this beautiful. It was just like this. Imagine of this, instead of this house and that house, but it was like multiple dwelling buildings, like 200 apartment complex. That was the communism. Now here at least everyone has their own peace of mind, their own land, and there is beauty in that, of course. Don't get me wrong, there is so much beauty in this peaceful and calm and relaxed, almost designed lifestyle, as though some masters up there, you see, the masters up there have designed your life for you to come in suburbia. I really feel like I'm in the Truman Show. Truman Show, it's a movie with a funny comedian, Jim Carrey. If you have not seen the movie, highly recommend it. You gotta go see the movie. And that I have this feeling that I'm here in that exact movie set, you know. There in the Truman Show, it was even better done. It was exaggerated, but this is the template, you know. This is the template. It's a beautiful suburbia where everything is perfect here, you see. In suburbia, everything is easy to be perfect because everything is square, everything is standardized. If there is a problem with water or canalization, that will come a standard, you know, standard piping, standard truck with standard Ford Motor Corporation, with standard stuff, you know, and the guys are working here. Hey guys, how's it going? Good work, you see. It's very nice and it's standard and everything is going according to the plan. There's no ups and downs. There's no, as I said, in suburbia, there's no drama, you know. It's like everything is even. It's like this. You know what I mean? Evenness of life. It's not how to say, yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna say that. So this is it. This is fantastic. I like it to some point, but you know, yes, this is the suburbia. Now the suburbia is also, I want to point, because I'm the mechanical guy. You see, the mechanical guy always likes to make notes of this sidewalk. You see, the sidewalk is designed, it's very well done. Then the asphalt, as I said in prior video, go to see how in my channel, all right, don't go to some other channel, stupid channel, stay in my channel and see how roads in America are built. And this is how the suburban road is built, with this beautiful standardized, you know, curves, but everything is put down here on the spot. It's not like pieces was brought from somewhere. No, this is done here with a special machine that does this curvature, and then And then is, okay, this is the 2 lanes, usually 2 lanes, you see 2 lanes. Then is this curvature. Then usually in some towns, this area here, from here to here, it's a lot. You see this, what I'm saying? This patch of grass, it's very small in some cities, like half the side up to here. And then is the sidewalk. Also, the sidewalk is also standard. Now let's focus a little bit. This is rubber. This is rubber between the thing. You know, because in the heat, every material expands, and the rubber, it's like a cushioning. So the concrete does not destroy each other, all right? These are concrete blocks, they expand, and everything is very standard. So, okay, I have mentioned, this is a cherry, all right? I love cherries. And in suburbia, the trees are not the same. There's cherries, there's this, so the designers of these things, they are trying to make it, you know, that's another very good tree. And also in suburbia, you can see this, like this kind of vehicles that have not been moved here for a couple of weeks, you know, and you can find something called, you know, somebody, you see, somebody is collecting. That's a whole business here. By the way, I can tell you that collecting the leaves, these leaves must be collected by the standards and the government regulations of suburbia, and if you don't collect it from your house, that is not good. So if you own this house, you have to collect it. But sometimes you pay money to a company and they do the work for you. Why is that? Because in suburbia, everything must be pristine, beautiful. They should not be irregulations, okay? We don't like irregular stuff in suburbia. We only like the best, the good, the standard, which sometimes may not be the best options, but anyway, it's up to you. All right, so signing off, your traveling agent, reflecting on suburbia. DJ Josh Mo in the house can play some music for you. This is a suburban proverbial musical of DJ Josh Mo in the house. See you guys, and by the way, stay here, wait for more. Tell some of your friends, all right? Tell some of your friends to sign up here with this channel if they want to see what really is going on in the world, all right? In real time. This is not some made-up show. There's like, you know, it's just me walking around showing you the world. If you want more travel adventure, sign up for this for the moment. Why not do that? Huh? Why not? Traveling channel.